So I'm all about words because, well, shoot, I'm a writer and words are what I do. But you know what? Words don't only have to go on paper. One thing I like to do with words, well, besides write, some cool stories and such, is I like to use words to decorate my household because, well, words are great decorator ideas. And, well, as you can see behind me, let's see, I'll bring you over there. Can you see that window on the wall? I mean, this one's really muted because, well, that's how I wanted to make it, but can you see that? Probably not. Well, it's probably backwards. Let me see. Okay, I'm super bad photographer. Okay, it is backwards because I'm shooting this on photo booth. Anyway, this is an old window. You can't see it very good, but it's got a verse on there. It is, I am the Lord, the God of all mankind. Is anything too hard for me? Answer, no. But it's a really good inspirational Bible verse to have on my wall. And today, that's what we're going to do on Fun Friday is you're going to watch me make a new window because I got the perfect spot out on my garage that I need to decorate. It's just blank siding. It's begging for some words. So that's what I'm going to do. You ready? Here we go. So the first thing that I did was, well, I had to choose a verse, and I did. I'm going with 2 Corinthians 4:18. But I had to figure out how I wanted this verse to look on my window, and the window that I happen to have looks like this. It's kind of big, it's kind of heavy, but I'll show you anyway. It's like this. It's really cool. It's got 6 different panes in it, so I have to design my words to fit in those different panes. And I did, and I like a bunch of different typefaces. Here's kind of what it's going to look like. Yeah, I know it's backwards, but so I have my plan. I got my markers, got my window. Here we go. So what you do is, well, I first design it on a piece of paper, which is what you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, and I'm just kind of freehanding it based on what my paper looks like. And have I ever made a typo? You know what? No, I haven't, which is really, really good. If I needed to erase this, could I? Well, yeah, it's a little tricky. You'd kind of have to use, well, it's Sharpie marker, so I think you'd have to like maybe window cleaner? Not quite sure because like I say, I've never had to do it. So what I'm going to do with this window though is I'm going to put it outside, and there's different ways of keeping your window outside, especially here in the frozen tundra. I bring mine in the winter, so because of that, then this marker is going to stay on. It's not going to be a problem. But if you wanted to keep your window outside all the time, what you can do is you can just spray it with some clear spray paint. It makes the glass part a little foggy, but it's not a huge deal, and it will keep your marker on there no problemo. What else can I tell you about this window? Let's see. Oh, windows. Where do you find these windows? I have found them on the sides of streets and people's trash. Yes, of course, I have no shame. I am not afraid to pick things out of the trash, but you can also buy them at like antique stores. I've seen some super cool like curved windows, different things like that at antique stores. Garage sales, that's another good place. Or you can even just ask around because oftentimes people will get new windows in their home and they're just going to throw out the old ones, and so bam, you just scored yourself some windows. And you can use any size of window, any style of window, doesn't really matter. What else can I tell you about windows? Let's see. Well, they're super fun to do. You can put anything on them, and you know what else? They make a great gift. I have made these for other people. And in fact, my very first window, I didn't even do it. One of my very good friends made one for me, and that was my first window ever, and I kind of been doing them ever since. They're slightly addicting, so beware once you start making these things. Yeah, they're kind of fun to do, and the cool thing is you can put whatever you want on there. So that is the short and long of windows. Super easy. Don't be intimidated. If I can do this, believe me, honey, you can do it too. So that took me like 53 minutes total to do the whole window. Would you like to see a final shot and a few others of windows I've done throughout the years? Well, Even if you don't want to, that's what you're going to see next. There you have it. Words can be a ton of fun and not just on paper, so be creative writers and put some words out there. Even if they're not your own, you can put other people's words and use it for decoration. Go for it. And I'll see you next week on Fun Friday.